Okay guys, so now let's get into the topo. You guys should have learned a lot from the Careful project, but let's take a look. We're going to go to the site plan and do our topo. And the first thing I notice that I don't see anything. I should be able to see the silhouette of my house. And right away I know that on the phasing it's showing existing. So this is all brand new construction, so we want to show all the new construction. And there it is. So I'm looking at it from the top view. These grids are pretty big, which tells me my scale for my site plan. Well, 16th is not bad. I really don't need to see the grid, so I'm going to select all instance and then just hide them. Element hide, should be the shortcut. I don't need to see that, so let me see. You know what, just in case doesn't work for whatever reason, maybe you guys don't have the shortcut loaded, I don't remember, so I'm just going to show you really quickly. Option, user interface, customize, and then you can go to element hide. Where is that? Or maybe it's hide element. So here's hide element, right? And then you can just push in your new shortcut keys there. It should be at So anyway, just a little detour there. And then what you should do is I like to just drag in my PDF file. So I have it open on another screen and I have my Vista-Topo. So I'm going to drag that in, 150 dpi. So here's this topo, and let me see here. Let's just make sure that's at the right scale. So I'm going to look for any kind of dimension lines here that they may have, which I don't see. Oh, I see a graphic scale. Perfect. So from here to here is 60 feet. So you select the import, you're going to hit scale and get as close as possible. Again guys, this is dirt, so you're going to be a little bit off and it's not going to kill the project. I don't know, maybe your boss will have something else to say about that, but at least that's my opinion. So now I feel like I got the right scale, and now it's just a matter of locating this thing where I want it. Oh, and by the way, the property line is not, this is like the retaining wall, but this particular project, the property line's way back here, guys. It kind of, you guys can fudge the property line here because my client actually owns the road that goes through and goes to the other properties. I'm not sure where I have that original survey file, but anyway, this whole box is your property. And actually, as a matter of fact, if you look at the plans, you'll see that this road has been moved along here. So let's just assume that we're going to move the road, and you guys could place this thing anywhere you wish. And I hope you can refer back to the Careful Topo project, where you could establish a project survey point and establish where you want your finished floor to be in relationship to the topography. And then create your own topo. Well, actually, some of you guys might be like, huh? So let me at least get you start off on at least where I'm thinking we should put the site. So I'm going to put my house somewhere up here. You know, obviously I'm going to need to do some retaining wall here, so that'll be fine. Again, you guys can place it anywhere you wish. And it tells me here is about 70, you know. And actually I'm going to be driving up here. The road's going to be actually coming from the top and coming down. So I'm actually going to kind of do something like that. And if the road is at 70 or 80, and then I have 70 here, that means from my garage I'll be dropping down about 10 feet to the, because it gets quite high up here. So do I want to elevate the house? Let's just pick 70. Finished slab is 77 here. and it's actually 1779, you know. So 1875 here, 75. Let's go and let's just set our finished floor to be somewhere around 70. Let's pick 70, 70. Let's pick 70, man. Okay, let's pick our finished floor to be 70. And so here's the procedure and how we're going to do this. Boy, that decision took a long time. Sorry, guys. Oh, another thing too, we want to figure out, so it's going to be 1870, right? Not just 70, 1870, because we want these topo lines to show up. So we're going to take that project base point and we're going to drop that down to minus 1870. That's going to look crazy, but this is where the, oh shoot, I moved it to the side. It's good that you guys see me make all these silly mistakes. Minus 1870. So that's 0 sea level, the new Revit 0 sea level. And if I measure everything off of this project base point, everything should measure properly up here on my site plan. So yeah. So let's start doing the topo, and I'll start it off a little bit, and then hopefully you guys could follow along. Let's check how deep. So it's only 60 feet deep. Let's do a little bit of math here. Oop, I've locked myself out there. Check that off. Oh. Oh. So if my highest value up here somewhere is going to be 1890, 1895, I'm going to say 1900. And my lowest value, 1900 to 1840, 1835, 1830. So that's like 70 feet, right? So I'm going to take my topo and make that 70 feet. And let's just kind of take a look at what that thing's looking like. So yeah, it's at my 0 and it's 70 feet deep. So now we're going to start to modify this site. So I'm going to say that, and actually the topo goes up, like the peak is up here. So I'm just going to move this point here, project base point, and that's going to be my 1900. So that thing is picking up really, really tall. So you can see now it's already going down or going up. And then down here, it really, you know, I guess you're going to have to do some creative. Oh, we got 1815 here. So if I take this topo and I think it wraps around like this, like a valley, you know, this might end up being somewhere around 1845 or something by the time I get here. So I'm going to take this topo here and just take a guess at 1845. You know, you guys have to think a little bit, you know. Oop, I didn't change. 1845. You know, and then let's see here. You got 1825. seems like 1825 is coming down, and it goes down to 1820. So I'm going to make this 1820. So if I'm going my lowest point to be 1820, and I got 1900, so my topo should be 80 feet. So again, I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to edit that to roughly 80 feet. You know what? I'm going to go 85. So it's just going to be thicker than I need. Okay. So now I'm going to start to draw my lines. But actually, let me see. This topo is coming down. So by the time I reach down here, I'm probably going to take this line, which is 1855. So that's going to be 1855. Again, you guys can use your own logic, you know, so this topo is coming back down. 1840 is coming down right here. 1840, 1835, so I'll make that 1840. Okay, I think I kind of have my perimeter set, and now I'm just gonna finesse it, and hopefully I don't screw this thing up too badly. So I'm gonna go to add points. Add points, absolute value, and I'm gonna start from the top. Actually, it's probably easier for me. So 1895. And 1890. This is 1890. 1885 coming up, so I'm gonna go somewhere here. 1885. Again, you guys don't have to be crazy accurate about following the contour lines exactly. You just want to understand the characteristics of the site. I think it's going to come up here. I'll go there. And then you got 1880. And if it bothers you, the house, you feel free to hide it. And I know you can just import a topo from SketchUp Earth and all of that stuff. Please go and, you know, figure that stuff out yourselves. I am taking you to the long and painful process so that you, if you need it to be more accurate and have control, that you're able to do so. That took a serious bend here. Okay, hopefully it'll get easier from here because I don't have to go through the building pad. Good luck to you guys, and just kind of, if you're just patient and not panic, you should be able to navigate through this. And just like anything in life, take it in as a challenge and do the best you can. I love it when I'm able to kind of trace it and it goes where I feel like it should have gone, so that's pretty awesome. And I don't know what's going on here, but I'm just kind of evening out that contour and just kind of guessing where it should go. We're almost there, guys. And by the time we get here, we might have to readjust these perimeter dots. Just, I might have guessed incorrectly, you know. Oop, it's looking good. Modify point again, 1845. I'm going to always just start from here. It seems like I can trace it a little bit easier. Let's take a look at, oh, that's 1840. So if that was 1830, this one should be 1825. Okay. And then I'm going to continue on 1825 and match it to that corner. And that's where a little bit of critical thinking comes in, guys. Just instead of just copying what I do, just try to understand kind of logic and kind of reasoning on why I'm making the decisions. So here's 1825, that bends in. And I'm going to take it to this. Do I just take it to this corner? No, it should be somewhere here. So if that's 1825 and that's 1830, that's going to be maybe 1828. And I'm going to move it. Oh, I guess. It won't let me move it. That's okay. I think that's going to look pretty decent. Okay, so I had 1830. Oop. My last point was 1825, so 1820. Let's do 1820. I'm going to take it all the way. I mean, at a certain point, it might be bending back. What is this? Oh, I needed to escape out of it to figure out what that was. 1845. 1825. So I'm going to make that 1820. And I'm going to 1820. So I'm going to continue this 1820 from here to here to here and meet this topo line at 1820 and just kind of trace it down. That is 1870, so I'm going to go to 1820 here. So that should be, if that's 1820, that's 1825, so maybe that's 1823. That should make sense. And then I got 1820. I actually go down, let's do 1815. Come up here, somewhere here. And I'm just going to round it off right here at 1815. That's 1815. So here's the moment of truth, guys. Let's take a look at it in 3D. Voila. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. So not too bad, which means that my house is sitting on some dirt here, which thus this retaining wall. And okay, so now let's go back and edit this thing. Let's get that out of here so we don't have to see that. Remember, we're going to go here and we're going to say contour display. There's a lot of contours, so let's not show the secondary. And so you got that. Or if you want to show the secondary, let's change the colors. Remember, we're going to go to Manage, Object Style, Topo, Secondary Contours. Let's make that really light gray. And then Primary, let's make that nuclear green. Make it a little bit thicker. Go back to our topo. Oop. Show that. There you go. Not bad. So that wraps it up for our topo. Please give me a screenshot on the top view and a screenshot of a 3D view like this and turn that in, and then I'll give you credit for the topo. Hopefully yours looks similar to this, right? Or you can make up your own property. All good. Just get a lot of practice in, guys.